If you're giving business to somebody and they can't give it back to you, stop. If I can't get my end of the business taken care of, then my employees don't eat, my clients don't eat, my family don't eat. If they're not trading with you, if they're only taking from you, trade them motherfuckers for somebody else. What's up, Closer Nation? Welcome to the Hardcore Closer Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Stewman. You know what? I'm going to give you guys some game that would have fucking added some years to my life in this episode. And what I mean is I used to stress out about this shit all the time. Like, I would stress out if I thought my wife, was having an extramarital affair or something. This is what I always thought about in business. And I guarantee I'm about to shake some emotions in some of the salespeople that are listening to this show. But trust me, as your friendly Dr. Phil impersonator, everything's going to be okay at the end of the episode here. So just bear with me, and there's no need to get cashed outside. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, here's the thing. Don't you hate it? I mean, fucking hate it. When you send somebody a referral, or 2, or 3, or 4, and they never send them back. Ain't that a bitch? You think, man, I be sending you business? You don't send nothing back since you 4? You can't send me 1? You selfish motherfucker. Now, maybe you're not as violent as I am, and I'm not really violent. I'm just angry, okay? There's a difference. Violent implies action. Anger is an emotion. Just saying. So, I'm angry, and I get upset because I'm like, damn it, I'm building a relationship here, but it's one way, like them streets in downtown Dallas. You know what I mean? And I'm tired of driving one way because my building's over there, and there's a bunch of other one-way streets keeping me from my fucking destination. You know what I'm saying? And here's what happens: we give somebody a referral, and some of you need to hear this. Okay, there's 100,000+ people that listen to these shows, each one of these shows every month, okay? So some of y'all, probably all 100,000 of you, need to hear this, okay? If someone gives you, yes, you're like, point to yourself, put your hand over your heart and say, yes, me. If someone gives you, let's do it again. If someone gives you, now put your hand over your heart and say, yes, me. Yes, me. Thank you, okay? If someone gives you, and I mean you, a referral, they fucking expect one back at some point. Only a sociopathic, selfish son of a bitch accepts business and doesn't return it to somebody. Think about that. Some of y'all are realizing you got some personality disorders that you need to go see Dr. George Pratt in La Jolla, California about. I highly recommend it. That's who's helped me. That's why I'm no longer violent, only angry. So here's the thing, though. Some of y'all, if not most of y'all, if not damn near all of y'all, are very selfish when it comes to your referral relationships. You're very one-sided. What happens is someone starts giving you business and you just kind of expect that business to come in. And the truth is, you shouldn't ever expect anything. You should work for every deal, not for the client, man. This is what you got. This is where so many salespeople get fucked up on the side. They think, well, I'm not being selfish. Yes, you are. You're being selfish in the sense of you're not thinking for the other person giving you the business. So you're only thinking about yourself, i.e. the definition of fucking selfishness, okay? So, but here's the thing. A lot of them don't mean to be selfish. And there's a difference between you're still selfish, but you don't mean to be, okay? A lot of people don't mean to be selfish because they think taking care of the clients that were referred to them is the reward that they're giving the person that's referring them the business. Oh, I take good care of the clients. Yeah, motherfucker, you're supposed to. You remember that Chris Rock, I think it was, that had a stand-up long time ago, and he's like, motherfuckers be out here talking about, I'll pay my child support. Motherfucker, you supposed to pay your child support. It's like, I'll see my kids and shit. Like, you want credit for shit you supposed to do, motherfuckers. That's some of y'all. You think, well, I took good care of the clients. Good job. You're supposed to take good care of the clients, no matter where the fuck they come from. Oh, I took extra good care of them because they come from right. The fuck, you don't take good care of everybody? You shouldn't take extra good care of them because they came from me. You should take extra good care of fucking everybody. They're giving you money. But that doesn't help that doesn't solve the problem of the refer. Even when I was a loan officer, I get a referral from a real estate agent. The average loan officer thinks, well, the real estate agent gets their commission. I get my commission. Win-win situation. I don't need to send them a deal. I crushed it in mortgages because I sent deals to real estate agents. I flipped the script on them. And they were all lined up to do business with me because you know what? When you can make it rain, people show up with buckets, homie. Telling you. So here's the deal. A lot of people, they think, oh, I'll take care of the clients. But the truth is, the clients are like your grandkids. Them clients, they come and go. You know, you get a client and you got to work with them for 30 days, 60 days, 6 months to get them set up. But eventually, they either take care of themselves or they move on to the next project or whatever the case may be. But them referral partners, they're like your kids. They're like the people that you're responsible for, that you paid child support for, like you're supposed to do, motherfucker. and the people that provide for you. Them clients may or may not send you a referral. Their referral partners, that's the first word in their fucking name. That's the first word in their title. So here's the thing. Stop thinking of your referral partners as you're doing them a favor by taking care of their clients, and start thinking of your referral partners as you're doing them a favor by taking care of them and sending them some fucking referrals. Because I'm about to give y'all some game. It's going to fuck some of y'all up, but it's going to cause people to tell the truth too. You see, when I was a loan officer, I got them Tyrone Bigum's lips, meaning they all dried and cracked because I was out working at the ranch. So if you see me on the YouTube licking my lips a lot, I am not on drugs. I just have very dry lips. Okay, back to the point. I licked them like 6 times during this show, and you may not have noticed them, but now you will. I'm pointing it out. Here's the thing. I just did it again. Here's the thing about the referral partners that don't send you business in return. Oftentimes, they ain't got it. Man, when I was a loan officer, I'd send business to real estate agents, send them 2-3 deals. One time, there was this fucking guy named Tim. Well, it was like Tim Landman or some shit like that. Land Chevy. Anyway, this fucking piece of shit, you know. I fucking sent this dude like 20 houses, builder projects, earnest money in, loans approved. He got 20 commission checks on $200,000 to $300,000 homes. Okay, so that's with builder bonus and shit, right? So let me tell you what. Okay. So let's say the average house, let me go cheap here and say the average house was $200,000, right? Times 20, so that's 10 million. Isn't that correct? 4 million. Boy, my math. Okay. So he got $4 million times 0.03. Okay, that's 120 grand in commissions this fucker made before getting builder bonus and shit. And I bought these homes from D.R. Horton and Beazer. I'm talking about, I remember 2006, clear as a bell. I hit this dude up after we closed all of them. Hey, man, you know what I got to do to get some business from you? Oh, man, I've been using Kate as my loan officer. I'd hate to. What? He ever sent you 20 deals in a lifetime? In a month? You got to be a stupid motherfucker. But see, I would later on learn down the road that he wasn't a stupid motherfucker. He was just a liar. And this is the game I'm giving you guys here. He wasn't a stupid motherfucker at all. He just lied to me. See, he said that he was already in a relationship and giving this business to somebody else. In reality, he hadn't had no business in a long goddamn time. I was the only motherfucker that had given him any business for a long time, and he was so goddamn dumb that he fucked the only relationship up that was feeding him because he didn't have nothing to feed me back. And if he'd have just been honest like that with me, our whole relationship would probably still exist today. But now here I am bashing him with an imaginary last name on social media, in the event that he fucking listens. So, that being said, oftentimes you are giving referrals to someone who is incapable of returning and reciprocating that that amount of business to you. That causes a problem, but oftentimes we don't know that because we're like, yo, homeboy looks like a baller on Instagram. You know, he's taking pictures of all these Lamborghinis and shit, and the motherfucker can't send me nothing. Fuck. Then some of us go through the must be me. You know, I must be a loser. Nobody likes me phase. And then some of us are like, man, fuck that guy, right? And some of us are like, man, what is this other person doing that's better at whatever job it is that I do? What's this person doing that's better than me? We get this inadequateness, right? When all along these fake ass motherfuckers just ain't got no goddamn business to give you in the first motherfucking place. Because fakers be faking. So if a motherfucker can't return the favor, can't return the referral, don't fuck with them. It's that simple. If they ain't got the business to return the referral, then what the fuck are you fucking with them for anyway and sending them business? What do you put them on child support now? You going to supply their fucking income too? Hell no. Hell no. You have to file your fucking tax returns with them listed as a dependent if you do life that way, right? I might do that next time somebody wants a bunch of referrals. I'm like, listen, man, the way you doing shit, not giving it back, I'm gonna need you to sign off as a dependent. You don't get taxes this year. Second thing is, a lot of them, if you're giving business to somebody and they can't give it back to you, stop. Here's why. It's not your job to support people. It's your job to build a business. Business is business. Relationships different. People say, oh, I run a relationship business. If it's a one-way relationship, you know what you get. You know what you're running? You're running fucking backwards through a cornfield. That's what the fuck you're doing. Okay? Second of all, if you are a rainmaker, or look, dude, if you're a drizzler, right? Like if you have any amount of referrals to give somebody, find people, make a Dream 25 list of people that are qualified to give referrals to, right? It would have been really easy for me to look up Tim Westbrook or whatever the fuck his name was on the thing and see that this son of a bitch ain't sold a home in 2 years. I don't know if that was the case, but I'm saying had I been able to see that he ain't sold a home in 3 months, I'd have been like, oh, he clearly ain't got no business. Do your research on people. Don't just take their word for it. That shit is a bad way of doing business. Do your research. But you shouldn't give referrals to people who don't have them. But here's what you're going to have to realize. And I'm going to close with this, but this is going to be really hard. Is you have to realize who's a bullshitter and who's a real hitter. But here's going to be the hardest thing is a lot of your referral partners, we're going through a recession. And a lot of them ain't going to have it. And I know this fucking sucks. And what I mean is your referral partners, like a lot of people you're feeding referrals to, let's just say that. They ain't going to have them to give back to you. And I know this sucks to say it, but it's like my mentor, Bobby Castro, always tells me, I got to look out for my family first. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, according to integrity and values, but if we don't take care of ourselves first, then nothing else gets taken care of. If I can't get my end of the business taken care of, then my employees don't eat, my clients don't eat, my family don't eat. And so I say that because if they're not returning the business, recession or not, you got to go find somebody who can return the business. It's not your job to support anybody who's not an employee or a part of your family. And a lot of us will get this loyalty where, man, I've been giving this chick 20 deals and they ain't returned the favor. Someday they'll pull out of it. And meanwhile, you're on a sinking ship where you could have gotten at least 2-3 deals during that same period of time from somebody who was more worthy, that had more hustle and was willing to go do what the fuck it took, who's willing to do what the fuck it takes in order to reciprocate. So the game I just gave some of y'all is if they're not giving referrals back to you, they're probably some fake ass, broke ass motherfuckers. That's what's up, especially as we go through this quote unquote recession, which I don't believe in, but a lot of people do, and I'm telling you. The second thing is, if they're not returning referrals, go find somebody who will, because this whole business is not a one business. You look up the definition, it's not a one side business. Doesn't say like one person gives a business is where you do business together. You have enterprise, you trade, right? That's the whole point of business. If they're not trading with you, if they're only taking from you, trade them motherfuckers for somebody else. Rise above.